Okay, guys, welcome back. So we're going to do the first part to this. The second part will come out when the second anniversary LR's release. But this is going to be the top 10 during part 1 of the 10th anniversary. So yeah, let's start with number 10. But before we do that, hope you guys like, subscribe, and let's get going. So number 10 for me, personally, I put Physical Boo Tanks. This character consistently surprises me. They made his EZA flawless. He's aging like fine wine. I, he's just aging phenomenal. He's just aging phenomenal. I don't know what they did. You get him enough defense raised, get him enough attack raised, whew. And then you also got this guy who's crazy, and he has insane super effect text too. But what makes him insane is due to the fact of how much support he's been getting for the last 3 months since November, December, January. Kid Buu, Glorio, Tech, Buhan, and now Int Buhan 2. It's like, look at power absorption. It's like, very good units on your, at least his linking partners. You got Tech Buu Tanks. Then you got Imp Buhan, who is probably overall top 10 unit in the game, probably. But then you look at the Manja Power team. Look at this. Physical, S tier Kid Buu, a monster. Tech Buhan, a monster. Imp Buu, very good. Has a lot of unique utilities. Who else? Imp Buhan, insane. Kid Buu, physical, insane support. Pretty decent, still. But then you go to Demonic Power. That's where it gets good. Every Boo, Glorio support. I'm just saying, I've been consistently seeing this guy, even with this build right here, over like maybe sometimes over 2.1 million defense. You gotta remember, look what he has in his kit. Guard. Evasion. He can dodge. He heals. It's insane. He guards. He has over like 2.1 million defense if you use him right. And he heals. And he has dodge and all that. Overall, I'm impressed. I would have put AJMUI in 10, but he's been consistently failing me insanely for the last few runs. I'm sorry. I don't know what I did to AGLUI Goku. Please stop it. Please. Alright. At number 9, I don't have him yet, but he is going to be in part 2 banner, which would be Int. Int. Legendary Super Saiyan Broly. Look, his kid's a mess. That's a fact. But it looks way much better than it did before. And then you got his insane domain. He's revived. He's just a very effective unit. Overall. Great damage, great defense, revival, domain, dominant monster. I mean, what else could you say? It's just he's very, very strong. Overall. Now we go back. We go to my number 8, which is kind of crazy to consider. This is the Carnival LR of December 2024. Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks at 8. That's crazy how much the power creep in terms of units has gotten in the last few months. Because I would have said he was like a top 3 units in the game overall during December. Great leader skill, great super attack effects, great kit, damage reduction, defense, attack, critical hits at 24 key. I really appreciate that. That is a blessing in disguise. It's like, you can do a lot with if you get his 24 key. It's like, you know how much damage you could do if you get 24 key with this guy? Yeah, bosses would be losing chunks of their HP. And then you get all that damage reduction if he gets supered by a Ki Blast super attack. So technically, if you got super attacked during the first 5 turns of the character's entry, and you have a Final Trump card character on the team, plus you get supered by that, that's what? 99% damage reduction? Yeah, that's pretty good. Nothing could kill him in that turn. So yeah, Great Links buffs a lot of categories. So yeah, overall, he's number 7. I think he's at 8. Janemba's at 7. Janemba. Wow. Great offensively. His strength is his defense. And it pays. It shows. He's going to be aging gracefully for the next probably year with content, because he has a lot in his kit besides amazing super attack effects. He guards, he has a lot of damage reduction in his kit, he builds up. Even if some of the attacks might be getting to the point where it could just kill him instantly, he still has guaranteed, he has dodge chance. He has the ability to nullify super Ki Blasts, super attacks. So, yeah. If they super, he has a great chance of evading. Or not great, but high. So he does have some unique saving mechanics into his kit. Overall, this character is fun. Great link set. Not a lot of categories, but he buffs very powerful teams, though. So that's what? My 10, 9, 8, 7. So now we're going to top 6. My number 6 is the Super Saiyan Gohan team from the Broly movie. Broly Second Coming. He's great. He's all that. Amazing category. He leads. Great super effect attacks. It's just his base form during turn 1 of him is his weakest form. Or weakest turn. You can get one shot out by a lot of events. And now, considering that the 10th anniversary is beginning to increase difficulties, difficult events, in terms of power, this guy is going to probably age off of this list by the end of the anniversary. Not to say that his standby is not great. It's phenomenal. That's probably what's going to keep him runnable for a while. Is because he cannot take damage, and he does so much damage he can kill most of the fans of the game. To the point now where they're actually making enemies' HP have hundreds of millions of HP, so that he can't just one-shot them. Which is good. But yeah, this guy, overall, I like the aesthetics. Very useful unit. But at some point, he's going to probably fall off before the end of this anniversary. Most likely. But, fun units. Now, number 5 is Tech Goku Angel and Vegeta Angel. Their base form, very solid. That's just a fact. They greatly stack their attack. They got damage reduction. They got a lot of stuff in there. He's just able to survive a lot more than people think. Just a very good unit overall. And then once you go into their fusion state, aka Tech Gogeta, you just can't kill this character. For at least, what is it? For the 5 first turns, He has 40% damage reduction there, plus his 40% in his base kit, so that's 80% right there. For 5 turns, he has 80% damage reduction. Yeah, you can't kill him that easily. And he has the ability to foresee super attacks. And he has the built-in mechanic to nullify armed super attacks from enemies. And he has a high chance of evading enemies' attacks when he gets supered. And he's a rainbow orb chamber, a rainbow orb changer, and he's able to perform crits, guards. I mean, this guy, I don't see how he ages once he gets out. I just don't. Then you got the great super attacks. Yeah, he's my number 5. I don't see how he ages. My number 4 is going to be Tech Base 4 Broly. I had to use this as an example because I don't have the Tech Broly yet. Tech Broly. An amazing design, amazing unit, everything. One of the most unique characters in this game entirely. Where he does a lot of stuff turn 1. He's unkillable turn 1. He can't attack, but he's just unkillable turn 1 because he gets up to 90% damage reduction as the first attacker on his first opening turn. It's like, what? He's able to support, and yeah. So yeah, he can do a lot. And then once you can transform with him, he becomes a monster. Where he stacks his attack infinitely, and he just does so much damage, it's not funny. Then you got all that damage reduction, you got all that critical buildup, then guards, lots of additional super, crits, and he's able to nullify or break an enemy's attack. Then he has this amazing active skill, which gives him permanent 26% buff to attack and defense, and permanent 3 key for the rest of the battle. Amazing links, amazing teams. Yeah, he's just a monster of all. A monster overall. Sorry, guys, if you think I'm under the weather. I'm not under the weather. I just am beyond congested at this point. I hate it, but we push through it. Now, number 3. I can see a debate if you want to put this guy above, but he's no longer number 1, 100%. I just don't see it. But number 3, for me personally, is Beast Gone. Amazing leader skill, amazing attack effects, just overall amazing there. He is still probably for the first 5 turns, until you get Super Vegito out pretty much, the best unit in the game for the first 5 turns. Because so much damage reduction, he has damage reduction, so much guards, defense, attacks, crits, everything. And I like this ability where he has, if he gets a hit, he gives all allies 3 keys. That's an amazing mechanic. I really love that. I hope to see more units in the future get that mechanic. He just gets built up. And his active skill is one of the strongest active skills in the game, where he has the target mechanic ability, where he draws all attacks to him, but he gets 24 key, and he gets 158% defense added to him. So, let's say if you're running Super Vegito's team, aka the Goku plus Vegeta Angel team, he could be up to like 1.7, 1.8, close to maybe 10 million with like 80% damage reduction. It's like nothing in this game would kill beasts like that. Nothing. And then amazing link stats, amazing teams. My personal favorite unit of last year. They nailed him. So I'm hoping they're going to nail Super Saiyan 2 Gohan when he drops next week. Number 2. AGL Super Saiyan 3 Goku GT Grade 8. Okay, leader skill. It's weird. Why give him Grade 8 power? Because that category is not that great right now. Though this character does makes some of these characters really, really interesting. Especially the HL Super Saiyan 4 Limit Breaker Vegito. It actually makes them real interesting. We're just waiting for these 4 Easy A's, aka the LR Super Saiyan 4, the 7th Anniversary LR, Super Saiyan Goku GT, Super Saiyan Vegeta GT, and Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta right there. Get all Easy A's. This team will be viable. I do not care. Because we still got a long time to wait before we see these 2 Super Easy A. I see these guys plus Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta right here. I can see them Super Easy A during the 11th anniversary, honestly. It depends on how fast we get through some of these Super Easy A's. It could be through worldwide. I don't know. That would be amazing, though. Amazing teams and all that. Amazing super effects. Amazing kit. 50% defense to all Power Beyond Super Saiyan. He has guard. Great chance to evade. Performs critical hit when he is at 24 key. And then his gradient transformation. Great conditions, 70% or less, or starting from the 5th turn. Amazing. Then this form, nothing to really write home about. He does some good damage. Can't argue that. Then after he gets done with this form, then we got the beast of him. The beast himself. Super Saiyan 4 Goku. And he infinitely raises attack and defense on his 18 and 12 key, but on his 18 key, he raises allies' attack and defense by 44% for 2 turns, excluding Cell. So everyone except him gets 44% for 2 turns, which is phenomenal. Then he has probably one of the most busted, if not just outright the most busted support mechanic in the game, where he gives straight out 70% defense to Power Beyond Super Saiyan or greater power categories allies 70%. And if you're on one of those 2, you gain an additional 10% damage reduction. What? It's crazy. And then he guarantee crits for the first 4 turns after he appears. If he has a 24 key, additional super attack. And each time he performs an attack, he gains 1 permanent key and 20% crits. Same here. So basically, if you keep doing that, if he receives or does supers, he gives infinite key and infinite 20% chance to crit. So he does not need crit by any means into this build. I wish I had more dupes in him, but it is what it is. I'm going after Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, so yeah, this guy's going to be a great partner with him. And now, number 1, it's no shocker. Super Saiyan Goku plus Super Saiyan Vegeta Angel. The first ever exchange unit, aka the tag unit, and the first unit in 3 years to make us go beyond 200%. So basically, HP with this leader is 250, and for attack and defense, it's 220, which is not bad. So the Goku base character, he infinitely sacks attack. And then for the first 3 turns, if you have him on slot 2 or 3, he pretty much has what? 90% damage reduction, which is crazy. Then he supports. Goku's the one who fuses, but let's go talk about Vegeta real fast. And then Vegeta's the counterpart to Goku, where he's the one who stacks defense. And he has 50% damage reduction, and if you attack with 10 or more ki, he gains additional 20%, which is 70%, and he has guaranteed guard, by the way. That's the first attacker in the turn. And has a great chance to launch a super attack that is becoming super. And he supports too. So let's go talk about the elephant in the room. Tech Super Vegito. Well. Here we are, a year later, and here's the best unit in the game. Super Vegito. You know what? I respect it. This is what I wanted to happen during this anniversary, either between him or Super Saiyan 4 Goku, being the best units in the game. RIP SSBE Vegeta. You're just something. Even though I have your rainbow, you're just something, you know? He is the first unit in the game to have only Ultra Super Attack, which is interesting. He fully heals. He gets guard, damage reduction, support, critical hit, 10% damage reduction, 10% damage while countering with ferocious power. Foresees enemy super attack for 4 turns. So basically, after that runs out, that's when you defuse. Then you got his amazing Spirit Sword. Causes ultimate damage to enemy, 300% defense increase. Directs all attack to enemy, and all attacks become critical hits for 1 turn. Yeah, it's just. How could you lose with this character? I don't know. This character is just too OP. But in a good way. Considering this is the 10th anniversary, I expected. So I'm expecting Gogeta, Super Gogeta, the Part 2 anniversary LR, to be as busted, if not on par with this Vegito. That's what I'm expecting. If he's less than that, then that's disappointment, since Gogeta's my favorite Vegeta. But Vegito, yeah, this Vegito has the sauce. He is amazing. He has the drip. He has the aura. He is Vegito. So yeah, that's basically the top 10, in my opinion, in the game at the moment. So yeah, remember, that's supposed to be Imp Broly down here, and that's supposed to be Tech Base for Broly. I just don't have those two. Those are the 2 LRs that I'm representing as the Tech Base Broly and the Int Legendary Super Saiyan Broly. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.